If you're autistic and you feel like you hit the wall, this might be an autistic burnout. In this video, I'll explain what it is, how to stop it from getting worse, and how to recover faster. And finally, how to prevent it from coming back. So let me ask you something. Have you ever felt completely drained? Not just tired, but like your brain won't cooperate. Your body feels heavy, and even simple things feel overwhelming. Like texting someone back is too much. Like getting out of bed takes everything in you. Like you just shut down. If that sounds familiar, there's very real chance you experience something called autistic burnout. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly what autistic burnout is, why it happens, and how to stop it when it starts, how to recover properly, and most importantly, how to prevent it from happening again. Because here's the truth, this isn't just being tired. And pushing through it the way most people tell you to actually makes it worse. What exactly is autistic burnout? Autistic burnout is a state of intense physical, mental, and emotional exhaustion that happens when someone, often unknowingly, pushes themselves beyond their limits for too long. This usually comes from things like masking your behavior to fit in, forcing yourself through overwhelming environments, constant social pressure, lack of rest or recovery time, or just trying to meet expectations that don't match how your brain works. And over time, your system basically says, I'm done. It's not laziness, and it's definitely not weakness. It's your nervous system hitting its limit. Now let's talk about the signs you shouldn't ignore. Because most people don't realize they're burning out until they're already deep in it. Here are some of the biggest red flags. Suddenly losing skills you normally have, like struggling with communication focus or daily tasks. Extreme exhaustion that sleep doesn't fix. Increased sensitivity to sound, light, and touch. More shutdowns or meltdowns. Feeling disconnected, numb, and emotionally overwhelmed. And one of the biggest ones, everything feels harder than it used to. So if you notice these signs, don't ignore them. Because burnout doesn't just go away if you push through it. It gets worse. So why does autistic burnout actually happen? At its core, it's a mismatch. A mismatch between what your brain needs and what your life is demanding from you. If you're constantly overstimulated, overcommitted, masking who you are, ignoring your limits, then your brain is using way more energy than it can recover. And eventually, that energy runs out. So think of it like a battery. If you keep draining it without recharging, it doesn't just get low, it shuts off. Now let's get into how to stop the burnout early, before it fully hits. So if you're catching it in the early stages, this is where you can make the biggest difference. Step number 1 is reduce the input. That means less noise, less social pressures, less sensory overload. Give your brain space to breathe. Step 2 is lower expectations. And this is huge. You do not need to perform at 100% right now. You just need to stabilize. That might mean doing less work, saying no to plans, or simplifying the routine. Step 3, listen to your body. If something feels overwhelming, it probably is. And ignoring that signal is what leads to burnout getting worse. Now, if you're already deep into the burnout, let's talk about recovery. This is where most people get it wrong. Because recovery is not about bouncing back quickly. It's about rebuilding slowly. First, rest. But real rest. Not scrolling, not forcing productivity. Actually, low demand, low stimulation rest. Second, remove the pressure. If you're constantly thinking, I should be doing more, you're not recovering. You're stressing the system even more. Third, reintroduce things gradually. Don't jump back into your full routine. Start small, one task, one outing, one responsibility, and build from there. Fourth, self-acceptance. Burnout often comes from trying to be someone you're not. Recovery includes allowing yourself to exist in a way that actually works for you. Now let's talk about prevention, because this is the part that changes everything for the long term. If you don't change the patterns that cause the burnout, it will come back. So here's what to focus on. Reduce masking where possible. You don't have to perform all the time. The more you can be yourself, the less energy you burn. Build recovery into your routine, not just when you're exhausted, but every day. This can be some quiet time, alone time, or even sensory breaks. Next, set some realistic limits. Just because you can push through something doesn't mean you should. And finally, design your life around your needs, not against them. This is one of the most important shifts you can make. Check the pinned comment below for helpful resources on this topic. If this is something you've been dealing with, these resources can help you get deeper and start making changes that actually stick. And here's the biggest takeaway I want you to remember. Autistic burnout is not a failure. It's feedback. It's your brain telling you something needs to change. And when you learn to listen to that signal instead of fighting it, that's when things start to get better. If you want more help with understanding your energy, building a lifestyle that actually works for you, and avoiding burnout long term, click on the pinned comment below and share this video with someone who may find it useful. And I'll see you in the next one.